This week,
show cars from across the state battle it out,
cyclists build bikes for ACP students,
a unique French fashion show,
and the girls wrestling invite.
This and more on the MWHS Wildcat News.
Welcome back, Wildcats, and happy Thursday. I'm Miguel Paredes Reyes.
And I'm Brooke Sliva. Last Saturday, show choirs from all over Nebraska came together here at Millard West for our annual Music Lives competition. Miguel and I were there to watch the performances and talk to the performers to see how the show went.
Millard West hosted their annual Music Lives competition on Saturday, January 22nd, where Swing Cats, Uptown Girls, and West in the Groove performed. Due to the pandemic, the competition wasn't able to be held last year, as well as a lot of other show choir events.
Last year was super, for lack of a better word, detrimental to the show choir community just because we did not have competitions. Everything was different. Lots of people ended up dropping out because of it. But this year is the pick-me-up where we actually get to host our own competition again. And we get to attend competitions and we get costumes this year, which we did not get last year. So it's easing back into normal as much as possible.
While putting together a huge event like this isn't easy, it takes a familial type of effort to make things run so smoothly for the performers and the volunteers.
This is my third daughter to go through the program, and so I've been involved in this event for a number of years. And it's just fun to see the program progress and evolve over time and be involved in it year after year after year.
My first year of show choir, I wasn't able to have an experience like this because of COVID, and so this year I guess it's sort of overwhelming, but at the same time it's not, just because it's so cool to see what it's actually like, and to be a part of it is a lot, and it makes me really happy.
In the end, Omaha West Side's amazing Technicolor show choir took home the first place finish, but although they weren't competing, that didn't stop the Wildcats from making this their best show yet.
And we just prepared for this show in a really special way. We acted like this was our finals performance and that we were still competing, because we wanted to show every school out here that we're here to compete and that we're the team to beat this year. Swing Cats, Uptown Girls, and West in the Groove will be performing this weekend at Westside's Competition of the Excellence. For the MWHS Wildcat News, this has been Miguel Paredes Reyes and Brooke Sliva. The cycling club spent their last day of winter break building bikes for the ACP classes. Since then, those students have been using those bikes quite frequently. Arts and Entertainment editor Brenna Batchelder and staff reporter Xander Salgado cycle you through the rest of the story.
There's a new mode of transportation in the Millard West hallways. Cycling Club gathered together on Wednesday, January 5th to get back to the special education department. The club spent the last day of their break assembling a special type of bike for these students.
I came across the Strider booth at a mountain bike race I was attending, and I saw they had adult Strider bikes, and then more specifically they had an all-inclusive bike program curriculum for students with special needs. So I thought it would be an amazing opportunity for my students if they were, be able to use these bikes in our program.
Inspired by their love of cycling, the club decided to share their passion with other students in the school.
We were able to build up some Strider bikes for them. They were able to purchase them, and we were able to put them all together.
Assembled for people with all abilities, these bikes provide many benefits.
Just in the 2 weeks that we've had these bikes, the students, their smiles, their laughs, just seeing their balance get better every time they get on one, and then just seeing more kids on bikes is pretty cool.
The afternoon cycling club spent building these bikes will continue to bring joy and physical activity to the special education department.
I like using the bikes. This is my first time ever using them, so I'm really excited to see what it brings to the ACP room.
The time Cycling Club dedicated will forever be treasured by the Special Education Department. This has been Brenna Batchelder and Xander Salgado reporting for the MWHS Wildcat News.
Remember to sign up for the Winter Blood Drive on February 4th. 16-year-olds need a parent consent form, and you can sign up in the daily announcements.
Fashion is such a huge part of French culture. To learn more about this, French Club students got a more hands-on action by putting on a fashion show of their own. Reporters Carly Bailey and Quinn Burton have the story.
On January 24th, students in French Club walked into their regular Monday meeting, unaware that they would soon be surprised with their very own fashion show. This opportunity not only provided students with a hands-on experience, but also expanded their knowledge of French culture.
Well, we always try to ask the students what they want to learn in French Club and what they want to do. And so we wrote down some things, some ideas a few weeks ago about some things they wanted. And one of them was just to learn more about fashion and talk about it. And so I thought it would be kind of a fun, weird way to get them into it.
Students were given 10 minutes to scout out the school for everyday items that they could quickly transform into designer runway garments. Out of the 5 looks that were presented on the runway, only one student's design won the grand prize.
So we had a blue blanket for like a dress that my friend wore, and then we had a paper plate with like yellow paper on it to make it look like a hat, and then we had yellow feathers that we got from Miss Mullering's boa. And then we had this like strap so like the hat would stay on top of his head.
With the success that came along with this event, it's no surprise that the fashion show will become a tradition for French Club in the future.
I think we definitely do it over in the future because we usually repeat some of the fun ones that we've done in the past, and this one seemed fun, and so we would love to do it again. We helped the students learn more about French fashion because it was something that we wanted to learn about as a club.
This activity not only provided students with an entertaining production, but also gave them a memorable experience. This has been Quinn Burton and Carly Bailey for the MWHS Wildcat News.
The girls wrestling team took on Millard North, Millard South, and Omaha North in a quad this past Monday. Photography editor Hallie Opat recaps the meet.
The Lady Cat wrestlers had an eventful week on the mat, traveling to Plattsmouth for their girls' tournament on Friday and hosting the first Millard Girls Quad Monday evening. The team placed 5th with a total of 23 team points and had multiple wrestlers place, including Macy Klein at first and Lauren Sash at second after a close match against Millard West teammate Tierney White, earning them 2nd and 3rd place at the 165 weight class.
I was really careful about not hurting my shoulder again, which definitely put me up in some situations that I could not recover from. I definitely didn't perform to my top ability, coming back from like my shoulder injury and everything. I definitely know I could have been better, but it's always a learning experience and I can always come back better. My biggest thing that I will need to work on is my performance. I haven't really wrestled that much in the past 3 weeks.
After a 2-day break, the Lady Cats hit the mat again back at home on Monday, and a quad going up against Millard North, Millard South, and Omaha North. The Wildcats put up a tough battle, but due to several open weights, unfortunately fell short of the win.
I think they did pretty well overall. They improved on several things, but then again they got caught in a few different mistakes that they made, just kind of beginner mistakes that they need to work on.
Despite several open weights, the team was able to dominate the 145 and 165 weight classes, with Tierney White going 1-1 and placing 2nd.
I've been working more on my takedowns and not hesitating as much while I'm hitting those, and so I think I worked well and did well on not hesitating.
The Lady Cats have a 5-day break before they hit the mat again this Saturday at Cedar Bluffs. For the MWHS Wildcat News, this has been Hallie Opat.
Just a quick reminder that tomorrow and Monday will be asynchronous learning days, so enjoy your break.
As the scholarship deadlines of February 1st approach, many seniors are feeling stressed about college. Opinions editor Alexis Bahensky and staff reporter Eddie Shee have more information.
With the 2021-2022 school year halfway over, seniors find themselves occupied with their future planning. Their schedules are filled with hours of college applications and scholarship hunting.
I'm just stressed about picking the right school because I have 2 good options and both of them will have a lot of opportunities for me. But I know that once I pick one of them, I miss out on the opportunities for the other school, which has been the main cause of my stress.
Money is weighing on the minds of many. A fair amount of seniors are more worried about ways to finance their future education rather than where they would like to attend college.
One thing I stress about when I'm applying for scholarships is the deadlines right now, because
I took a little bit of extra time picking what college I want to go to and what I want to do. So now that I'm just starting to apply for colleges, the deadlines for their scholarships are coming very close.
There are many ways to help reduce the stress caused by the college application process. Some strategies are using scholarship sites such as bull.org and filling out the free application for federal student aid, also known as the FAFSA.
Some of you out there may be stressing because you haven't finished your college applications, maybe you haven't started your college applications yet, and so you do have time still to do that. Most of the priority deadlines for colleges are February 1st, February 15th, so you do have opportunity to still complete those college scholarship applications. For example, University of Nebraska-Lincoln, University of Nebraska-Omaha, if you are planning on applying there, their priority deadline is February 1st. That is to be considered for their merit-based scholarships. You also can apply after February 1st or February 15th. You just may not be considered for the merit-based scholarships, the bigger scholarship monies. So you still have time to apply if you're a senior. If you need help with that, please come down and visit us in the counseling office. We can help you with all of that stuff.
This has been Eddie Shee and Alexis Behensky with the MWHS Wildcat News.
And that wraps up our stories for this week. For more daily content, don't forget to follow our social media pages and visit our website. For the MWHS Wildcat News, this is Miguel Paredes Reyes
and Brooke Sliva. We'll see you next time, Wildcats.